Hello, my friends, and welcome to another devotional connection. I want to read you a passage of scripture that I've been going through and just kind of getting in my brain a little bit. It's from 1 Peter chapter 4, and it starts off, "Dear friends," in verse 12, "do not be surprised by the fiery ordeal that has come on you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice inasmuch as you participate in the sufferings of Christ, so that you may be overjoyed when his glory is revealed." And I'm going to drop down to verse 17. "For it is time for judgment to begin with God's household. And if it begins with us, what will be the outcome for those who do not obey the gospel of God? And if it is hard for the righteous to be saved, what will become of the ungodly and the sinner? So then, those who suffer according to God's will should commit themselves to their faithful Creator and continue to do good." I was sitting in the lobby a couple of weeks ago talking to a very good friend in the lobby at the church, and they were suffering a bit. And we were discussing that. And today I had to go and help out a family who lost a family member this morning, and they were suffering. And in both cases, we were talking about the way that we suffer as followers of Christ, how we are called to deal with things that happen, things that come up, how we must act, even though sometimes it feels like we don't know the answers, we don't have the strength to get through, we don't know how we're going to make it ourselves. And yet we know for a fact that we have God who will never leave us nor forsake us, who has already conquered the world, and whose grace is sufficient for us. Yet while you're suffering, it may not feel like it at the time. And we all know how our feelings can be. They can come and they can go. But the truth remains that God's promises hold and God's promises stand. And we are called to suffer well. We are called to continue to do good despite our suffering. We are called to continue to do it according to God's will and to commit to our faithful Creator. He knows what he's doing. He's been doing it forever. And his goal, and this has become a central point of my ministry, his goal, his purpose can be found way, 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 way back before he created the foundation of the world. Before the foundation of the world, I chose you to be holy and blameless in my sight. It is God's purpose to get us to eternity with him forever. He's given us the mechanism. He's shown us the way. He's done all the hard work. Now he needs to mold our character so that we want to be like him. We want all the things. It's easy to want to win a championship, but are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to put in the time, the effort? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to be on the practice field? I heard a coach say he hates today's sports games because kids will practice one day a week and then have 4 games on the weekend. And then they come to college and they have no fundamentals. They don't know how to do anything but showcase their own talent. He said, it should be, and it used to be, you put in all the hard work, you practice 4 or 5 days in a row, and then you play 1 game on the weekend, showing you perfecting what you've been practicing. God must perfect us, and he has to chip everything off of us that doesn't look like his son. Because the truth of the matter is, he's only coming back for his children, and his children will look like him. There'll be no doubt. And he's got to take off everything that doesn't look like his son. We have to learn how to suffer well. Our reaction is a choice. Our belief is a choice. What we show and what we do is a choice. And just because it does not feel good doesn't mean he is not good. We have to learn how to suffer well. And today, more than ever, as the world wraps up, as we are going to see more and more things happen that want to cause us to be afraid. Things happen that hurt our very souls. We're going to still have to showcase his light and showcase his love through the suffering. Pray about it, talk to him about it, and I hope we grow well so that we can show somebody else that even through the pain, he's good. Talk to you again soon.